And we are back with our last video. That took longer than I thought it would, but that's okay. We are on onomatopoeia, and those are words that are originally sounds. So we have a word that means a sound. We have a word that is a sound. It's kind of hard to define, but it's really easy to point out. Let me just go straight to a video because that'll show you a few good examples. I'm not even going to preface this video. I'm just going to let it play. All right, so we had those examples of when they were punching someone, they came up with a word like pow. Pow would be a sound, but we don't have a word for that sound normally. We created that word to describe the sound, such as boom, bam, meow, woof, or roar. These are all sounds, but we gave them a word. So onomatopoeia. So if somebody says they come up and knock on your door, knock is an onomatopoeia. It's a sound. So these are really easy to point out. You'll see them quite a bit in the readings that we will have this year, but it's also a fun word to say if you can say it correctly. Onomatopoeia. Good luck spelling it. I even have to Google how to spell it every now and then. And then our last one, and I'm sorry we couldn't get this all on 2 videos, but we'll do what we need to do. Idiom. This is also hard to define. It's when you have a phrase that has a figurative meaning, but literally it doesn't make sense. So if you try to take these phrases and give them a literal definition based on the words, they would not make sense at all. Such as, well, there's a frog in my throat. When I first heard this phrase, I was very young and I was sick and I had a very scratchy throat. My mother came up to me and said, "You sound like you have a frog in your throat." And I nearly panicked because I was a little kid who thought I swallowed a frog at some point. But again, literally, it makes no sense. But figuratively, we learn what these phrases mean. Having a frog in your throat means that you don't sound healthy. You sound sick. This is one of the reasons why English is so hard to learn, because we have so many of these phrases that do not make sense if you think about their definitions. Let's look at another one. Oh, I've got your back. Really? You stole my back? That doesn't make sense. But it means that I'm here to help you. I'll cover you. Okay? And then the easy one of it's raining cats and dogs. Literally, that does not make sense. How can it be raining cats and dogs? But figuratively, we know this phrase to mean it's raining hard. That's all. So, idioms are phrases that we have no idea where they came from most of the time. They don't make sense literally, but they do have a figurative definition, such as on the first slide or the second slide, it mentioned the phrase, I feel blue. We know that that means I don't feel good or I feel sad. I feel blue, literally, that doesn't make any sense. So, guys, these are our terms for figurative language. There are a few more out there in cyberspace that you can look up, but these are the ones that we're going to focus on for our standards this year. So review these, keep these in the back of your mind. We will be bringing these up all year while we're reading. There's plenty of allusions in Shakespeare. There's a lot of alliteration in the Odyssey. So just keep it in the back of your mind because we will be using these quite a bit. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.